Hello everyone, welcome to the second part of the repair attempt of this Hewlett-Packard Model 185B oscilloscope. In the part one I got as far as all the capacitors has been checked and replaced. As soon as I post the video, I realized that I have focused my attentions only in the lower deck, and indeed when I went on the upper deck I found the other three leaky capacitors. Actually all the capacitors on the top deck were faulty. I've been informed by the collector that this unit is off since the early 90s, but even then the unit was not working, and this is the reason why I found traces that somebody has been in trying to let it run. So we don't know exactly how long is that this is not working, and hopefully we can bring back to working condition. In this video I'm going to finish the cleaning and test the vacuum tubes, and then try to power it on and see what we will have. And in the case that all the voltage rates are fine, I will take care of the plug-in a bit and then try to apply some signal. So hopefully we can see something on this video. This is the right side looking from the front, and I'm trying to remove the vertical plug-in bay, and because I wish to go down there and clean the middle deck, let's call it like that. Actually it's not too easy. Seems that I have to perhaps unscrew the front panel and give him some room in order to extract from the top. And I also need to remove the fan and make some maintenance, since it's a bit hard to turn. I believe, like in the Tektronix, that there are some lubrication holes that should be dropped in some drop of oil, but I believe that in this case I need to completely dismantle the fan and lubricate and clean, wash and lubricate after, because the grease became so sticky that cannot be lubricated anymore. So let's go ahead. Meanwhile I also have given a look to this, and look at that. First bad sign. There is a wire wrapped around and soldered on the fuse. So for sure this unit had some problem. So let's see if I can go ahead with the cleaning, testing. Of course I will not do on camera, it's a very boring process. And I'll back when I will be ready to plug to the Variac. I eventually been able to remove the vertical plug-in bay. It was a very difficult task, I have to say. I had to remove almost all the screw on the top here in the frame and lose all the others around, and all the nuts behind the holes here fell down, so I had to catch them where they fall. But look at that, how beautiful is this control. By rotating the knob you adjust the inductance of that inductor. It's a very impressive mechanical control. This is the front panel slope control, plus and minus. Sorry, look at that. There is a long lever you control from the front panel. So this gives me the access to clean this deck and to control all the vacuum tubes very freely without the risk of damages. So let's go ahead with the task and then reassemble everything back. Everything here is now clean. Fan is spinning very smoothly and ready to reinstall in the instrument, and go ahead with some more cleaning and then try to power it up. As suspected, third wire has been cut off, so time to replace this dangerous plug and try to give it the first power on. Okay, ready for the first power up after 30 years. I have checked all the voltage rails relevant to ground. None of them are shorted. I have checked at the fuse, but the negative lines have the fuse directly connected to the ground side, as you can see here, directly on this ground. So if you check at the fuse, you will see a short. This doesn't mean that the instrument is not good, that is short in something. It's just a matter of the wrong point of measurements. So measure directly here. There is right on the board all the voltages. I'm monitoring all the outputs from the low voltage power supply. The fifth instrument is here, with which I'm monitoring the minus 100, which is the reference for all the others. So I will regulate with that. So let's rise up the variac and see the behavior. Okay, I'm ready. Hopefully we will not see any magic smoke. So time to start to rise up. 50 AC volts. Oh, look at that. We already are at 100. That is 40 volt, which is the plus 200. And this is minus 7, which is the minus 12.6, I believe. And okay, I'm not monitoring the minus 100 actually. I have my alligator that has fallen down. So let me attach it. Okay, so I have attached the minus 100 monitor multimeter. I believe it's a bit low. So let me check in the schematic. All the other, well, actually also the minus 12 seems a bit too high. And minus 250 volt could be. This is the plus 100 and is in the middle more or less, and I'm actually at 100 volts. So yeah, more or less we are in the range with these three, but this is a bit high and the minus 100 is a very low. This is what I think. So let me check the schematic see if there is something. Okay, wrong. We are running much better now. So I have my minus 100 rail growing up. Now it's 9.9 and just the ground connection very weak, so of the multimeter. So let's go ahead with the increasal of the variac. 60 volt, 90 volt. So let's see. Okay, minus 60, the minus 100. Okay, I will crank a bit more. Okay, looks promising so far. No magic smoke. Of course, we are not yet reached the full power. However, I will let the instrument run for a while at this voltage in order to let it warm up and all the capacitor get it rise it up very slowly. So give it a few time to wake up after 30 years. Okay, so the instrument is a wire that is running at lower voltage, and I want to show you something. Look at that. First life sign. With Beam Finder, I'm able to have a spot in the screen. That is a very promising. So let's go ahead with this setup and leave a bit more at this voltage. Well, unfortunately, the minus 12.6 rail, it's not regulating, so must be checked in depth, but I suspect in the series regulator or in the regulator circuit itself. So I think that that's it for this video, and in the next one I will troubleshoot the power rail, and we will start to see if we can fix it, check all the high voltages, which seems to be fine. And another thing that I have seen is that if I push the beam finder and I move the horizontal position knob, this one, well, it's moving. So also the horizontal section, at least the deflection plates amplifier is working. So I don't know about the time base, probably not. I'm actually too low in voltage to say like that. Don't know, we will see. So thanks for watching so far, and see you soon. Wait a minute, I have the idea to try to adjust the minus 12.6 regulation, and indeed it has regulated, so it can be adjusted, as you can see. So I believe that when I have triggered for clean the trimmer, the regulation went too high. So, well, actually I'm running with all powers. Look at that, 93 volts. So we are almost there. 91, 11, 11. Not too bad. Let's see on the screen. Same thing. Okay. So, yes, looks promising. Very promising, I have to say. So, of course, this is just the basic life sign that this can give us, but at least we have something. So I will increase a bit more and leave the instrument running at the proper voltage, and then in the next video I will plug the plug-in and try to see if the instrument can give some more life sign and it works to more extent. But at least no magic smoke and power rails are running. That's good. So thanks for watching again. See you soon.